We just had a surgical removal of the buttocks, and that is embarrassing. Hello everyone who has a crippling addiction to some kind of vehicle and is not willing to stop like ever. I am BorderWise and welcome back to From the Depths. Now, this is not a video to show off this canoe I made for giggles. Absolutely not. Why would you ever think that? It's to show off what I ended up doing with this, rather old-style canoe. This thing I made for giggles just because I was just building, well, it was my time off, basically, and I thought, you know what would be fun? Building just something without super firing turrets, like, you know, old-school tournament-y style, like, cram thing, canoe. So I really like it. This thing is exactly 300 meters long, but there's something, okay, it's slightly less, actually. How did that happen? Oh, you're right, I trimmed the rear, that's why. But there's something interesting about this thing that I want to show you, and this definitely won't give the game away at all, is that, this thing, its detection, it only has one wireless snooper. And yet, it is actually, if you do, let's see here, if we do this, you'll see that we are actually landing shots on our favorite targets over there, which is Le Marauder. It's going Le Marauding right here, and we're still being accurate. So what's the deal? The deal is, these things up here. So, this has been, I think, an established thing in From the Depths. I didn't come up with this. Hasten to add, disclaimer, you can do fun things with tracted sub-vehicle drones in From the Depths, and for the first time in about all my years of playing From the Depths, I am starting to mess around with it, and, well, it's time to share the things I found out. The trick is, this vehicle is relying entirely on these drones for detection, which basically means it has flying superstructure. And there's some pros and cons to this kind of thing, as you can probably guess. One particular pro is that it means all the deck space is just cram cannon. So I've managed to jam a lot of cram, cram jam, into this thing. Admittedly, most of it's not very good. It's small and just, I don't know, for giggles cram. But, like, this thing doesn't really need superstructure because all the sensors and stuff are way up here. Super convenient. This is decorated, by the way. This is not actually what it looks like. So, yeah. Yeah. So, that's one advantage, is especially since, these things, for whatever reason, I think it's because, there's something about, like, AI components that the certain target prioritization setup seems to really like, so more than once I've actually seen these things act as, like, distraction decoys. For whatever reason, the paddle gun loves shooting at these things instead of the craft itself. By the way, this thing is not going to be able to be any good whatsoever against, like, I don't know, anything other than Deepwater Guard and Onyx Watchcraft, because it's a silly build. It's very silly. But it's a promising build. But it's a promising prototype. Did I put everything in here backwards? No, I didn't. Thank goodness. So yeah, it's free floating. It can be repaired with repair tentacles. It means that you can free up deck space. Downside is ECM, and thank you, Jordan McFist, for reminding me that ECM exists. So if you're fighting something that has a nice, strong ECM jammers, where is it? Here. So this screws with the wireless connections between vehicles, and between vehicles and wireless remote-guided missiles and sensor buoys, which means that if this thing was to try and fight something with a good ECM system, like cranked up to max, it probably wouldn't be able to hit it at all. So that is the downside there. There's a reason why various things that use something like this, it's mostly the Twin Guard, a little bit the Scarlet Dawn as well. They have detection on all vehicles in the thing, like the mothership and the sub-vehicles, just in case ECM is a problem. So, yeah, don't rely entirely on this. I was being silly here. And then, of course, there's an idea I've been floating around in my brain, mostly as a response to the Alarmed, and I'm going to spawn in the Alarmed and just make life really bad for myself right here. I hate this thing. The problem with the Alarmed, and you'll probably see that, of course it's going to go for our friend here, why wouldn't it, is that these nukes sneak up on things from beneath. So, if you have something mounted directly on your deck, it can't really do anything against these because they're flying too low, they're flying underwater, and that's just generally a very bad time. And yeah, so the thought I had was to have something like this up here, but armed and dangerous, either with APS or... Oh dear, we lost our arse. That's bad. Damn. We just had a surgical removal of the buttocks, and that is embarrassing. But yeah. So the idea was to have either flak or laser up here that could shoot down at those things and hopefully get them a little bit easier. Especially, let's see, are these the things? No, they're not the things. These are the ones. Because these ones, if you hit them from the front, it's a honking big drill that basically it acts as armor and you can't hit the thing properly and it really sucks. So the thought was hit it from the side so you could actually kill the thing before it kills you. And it didn't work at all. I still need to workshop that idea, but what came out of it is a very convenient flying laser drone that you can just kind of... Ooh, dear. That you can just kind of duct tape to, like, any ship you like, which is quite handy. Oh, lordy. Just as well this wasn't a serious build, because it's having a very bad day. Very bad indeed. Yeah, ooh, boy. Oh no, AI dead. AI dead. Bonk? Oh. Rip Big Canoe. So this is what I ended up with. So, if you want sub-vehicle turrets, I should probably show you how these things actually work, just in case anybody doesn't know. So, here we go. I have disguised it, I have cunningly disguised it as a helicopter. No one will ever know. But we should probably talk about these guys. So, first off, these guys all have to be in the same fleet. You can see it says flagship and mothership right there. So, you select all of them, and you, in this case, this would split them, so I'm not going to click that. But yeah, like, you want to make sure they're all in the same fleet, and then you want to go down here to where I have mounted the tractor beam on turrets. Good news is, the sub-vehicle spawner does not need to be on a turret, so that does make things easier. And then this has a turret, and this is connected to the correct AI, which in this case is the main one connected to the crams, and then you have a tractor beam selected, selecting the correct thing, the detection hover box, holding it at a specific distance, and there you go. So, it all has to be in the same fleet. And same thing over here, except this guy has his own AI. So, you'll see here, over here, I have two AIs in here, one of which has just is the main AI with, by the way, which, as a reminder, no detection, it's just the drones doing that. Oops. But then you have the laser AI set to a different thing, and the laser drone here is set to... Whoops, where'd I go? Is set to... Basically, the target prioritization on the drones is matched to the AI that is controlling the turret they're sitting on. So, the main crams here want to go for big targets, so let me just go show you that thing. Let's go, where is it? There it is. So, it's just set to things that are big, propulsion, just to deal with twin guard shenanigans, and value per range as well, so that is nice, 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 and I'm going to be very embarrassed if I haven't, in fact, set that up correctly. I believe I have. Turns out you need to do this because the trackers have a mind of their own, and so, same thing over here, lock, propulsion, -1 to range, and it means that these things are aiming at basically the same target as the main vehicle crams are, and over here on the laser thing, these are set up, let's see, where is it? Target prioritization is just set to the thing that's closest, and same thing over here. This is not a very strong laser, by the way. This is kind of why it didn't work very well against the alarmed nukes. Where is it? Show me the chocolate. Where is the chocolate? Give me the chocolate. There it is. And again, it's just set to -1, so everything is going correctly. Now, I am not going to... actually want to see how well this does against the alarm, because I assume it's not going to do very well, so let's just see here, and if it doesn't work well, I'll show you against something else. And particularly the alarmed is basically cram-proof because it bounces up and down so much. If it can shoot down just one nuke, I'm going to be very happy. Okay. It is... oh my god, you actually did it, you beautiful, beautiful little person. Okay, you didn't do it then. Also, the laser is mounted straight in the middle of it, which means that's where the nukes are going to freaking go. So, yeah, see what I mean? Everyone hates the alarmed. If you don't hate it, you're lying. What the hell just happened? Huh. Whee! So the big problem here, it's amazing that, like, we're landing shots anywhere near this thing, to be perfectly honest with you. Because this thing doesn't actually have any sonar. But yeah, you get the idea, right? If I mounted a slightly stronger laser, had proper sonar, maybe this would work. Or not even a laser, probably a particle cannon is what we want here. No one likes the alarmed. The alarm frickin' sucks. The alarm frickin' sucks. It sucks. So let's shoot something else instead. It's fun to watch this thing fight the Barracuda, actually. It's like, it's very nice. Where's the material? That right there. So yeah, if you're lazy like me and don't want to build superstructures, you can just have a flying drone distributing at least basic detection information. You probably actually want to stick maybe a 360 radar up here and just leave it at that. Because all the trackers and stuff, you really don't want to get jammed by ECM. So let's throw this. What's a fun thing to throw at? I do want to murder a bunch of drones here. What can we do here? What can we do here? What is a numbness swarm? Let's. I don't know what this is. Oh, that's what that is. Fun fact: we have no missile defense. This is going to be awkward. Right. So the crams are taking out the big mothership, or just trying to, I guess. Are we going to die horribly? Yes, we are. And this is bouncing up and down, so this was a bad matchup. Should have just spawned in the Tortuga. But as you can see, the laser thingy is doing just great, shooting away at the drones, being all shooty-shooty. Whee! Oh no! EMP, much sadness. Are you even going to hit anything? Oh my god, you almost did it. You beautiful person. Oh my god, you actually did it, you beautiful person. Alright, so this is basically me just playing with my canoe right now, which I shouldn't do, because if you play with your canoe too much, you'll go blind. Wait, no, that's not right. I don't know what's happening. Also, I am slightly smug about this thing, the fact that this thing is so skinny that it actually dodges shots a lot. Alright. Alright, so would I do this in the future? Possibly. This would actually work really well for submarines. In fact, I have seen people do this for submarines. It's quite fun. Let's throw this again. What's a fun thing to throw it against? Let's do this against the Kraken, because it's fun to do... It's fun to, not the Kraken, what's it? That's the Barracuda. How did I get the Barracuda confused with the Kraken? I can tell the difference between a fish and a squid. And, wow, we actually did manage to hit this thing. Also, in case anyone's wondering, yes, I have been a good boy. It is 3 detachers on the ground. So that's basically it for sub-vehicle turrets. I don't know what the hell kind of video this was. This was just something I was mucking around with and I thought was kind of fun. Is that actually... Oh my god, I actually did hit. You never see those things hit. Oh, and here's the bonus... Here's the bonus... Here's the bonus fun, is when they get distracted by the sub-vehicles and then this repairs them. I understand now why the Twin Guard does this. It is funny. Someone didn't set up their target prioritization right. Also, that really needs to be a stronger laser. Really needs to be a stronger laser. Or not. Or it does just fine. Zap, zap, zap. But yeah. Real advantage of that, particularly that laser sub-vehicle right there, you can duct tape that basically onto any ship you like, and it just... Again, you could probably disguise it as a helicopter better than I have. That's an entirely decorated little propeller up there. But yeah, maybe you could make an impersonation aircraft carrier right there. It would be quite funny. Oh boy. This video is silly, and I'm sorry for wasting your time. If I've wasted your time, I don't think I have. You got to see a canoe. Your day is automatically better. Them's the rules. You got to see a canoe with cram cans on it. Them's the rules, you know. You're not allowed to complain anymore. That was a joke. You are allowed to complain. I'm waffling now. Thank you all so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. Support me on Patreon or YouTube membership if you like. It really helps, and there's fun perks in it for you. Like at the lowest tier, access to a Patreon-exclusive Discord where you can... remind me of basic game mechanics so I don't embarrass myself too much when I make videos on stuff. That's super. Thank you again, John McFist, for reminding me that ECM exists. And at the highest, I'll even build stuff or draw stuff for you. Because, by the way, I draw stuff. I do a weekly art stream. We're currently drawing a lot of dinosaurs. But I also stream from the depths and other video games besides. And you should go check out all the channels because they're good. You will enjoy them. That is a guarantee. And if you don't enjoy them, I guess my guarantee is wrong. But you will. So have a great day. Enjoy the sub-vehicle shenanigans, because I certainly am at the moment. Sometimes you must embrace the terrible things in order to truly understand them. Farewell! Heli-drone laser thing is not real and cannot hurt you. But what's on screen right now? Ah!